Lava spaghetti, oh spaghetti, lava. I wonder who's coming. While Bill's typing a comment, I was thinking, damn the devil demon too.
Live pizza.
Lava pizza, lava. Who wants some Italian food? Because I do.
Right. What's
Yeah.
up, country fan?
Hey, Christopher. Country fan. Yeah. I don't know why I just like automatically just say his real name, but then I did a long Chris. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, else is supposed to be here.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if you let Elsa know because I know she was online like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if she was able to get any sleep or if she's gonna oversleep again.
I'm good, country fan. How you doing, buddy?
Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good too. Just been through some crazy shit again.
Hi, Roberto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hi Roberta. I mean Roberto. I don't know why I always slip up and say it. It's like I'm gonna get my ass kicked one of these days. Hmm.
Waiting on the original Darkling.
The original Darkling, please enter the chat. I was thinking that. Can you imagine if she was watching when I said that? She'd be like, "What are you trying to do? Scare me after death?" It's pitch black here. Because she's probably in the dark. Mm. With her phony wony. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, yeah. The spy who shagged me. Happy about it? Mm.
Spy that forgot to shag me.
Oh, the spy that forgot to shag you.
Yeah.
So you upset about that?
Not really.
I was thinking that.
You know, ain't been
Yeah.
going. Ain't a whole lot been going on in the world. Well, can't say that, but
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot, but like,
well,
okay, Elsa is awake. She just commented on something on my profile or something.
I mean,
I wonder why she's not in here. Oh my god. So Elsa, I think Elsa decided to check her Facebook before she entered the YouTube because she commented on a post she tagged me in earlier.
Oh.
But at least now we know she's awake.
Yep.
I was like, ding, and then I saw, but yeah. Elsa, get your butt in here, you original duckling. A second.
Original Darkling has to be in the chat.
Yeah, the original duckling, please enter. A second.
So what do I want tonight? Give me one of these.
Yeah. It looks really freaky in your place right now when I just saw your shadow, but I didn't see you.
Nice.
I saw your shadow. It looked like a big goblin creature. It was like from one of those horror movies or something in the background.
Nice.
That was so great. So great. Whew. Still waiting for the original duckling. Yeah.
Right.
So you're still wearing your Chainsaw Mafia shirt
Yep.
or sweatshirt? There she is. The original duckling is here.
There's the original Darkling, Elsa.
Elsa, Welsa, put it in pot. A second. Yeah. Hey Elsa, it's been a while.
It's been a while. What's that song? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. I was like that. That has to be a song because I was.
Yeah, I
trying
think
to...
it's by Is it by Shit, is it by Stain?
Oh, it might be.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. But yeah,
Is here to hang out with us tonight.
wow, what a welcome. One could swear we haven't talked in ages. LOL. Well, it's kind of true. We haven't talked since last year, Elsa. Well, if you want to go by the streams, because literally, well, at least I haven't seen you in the stream this year yet in 2022.
So, here's what's up in the world as far as me is concerned.
Yeah.
I'm not one to indulge personal things, but I went to the doctor the other day and I found out that I have my blood pressure was high at the time.
Yeah.
And it was a little high today and everything. I'm trying to do my best to try to keep it down and everything, or get it down as low as I can. But high blood pressure sort of kind of runs in the family a little bit.
Yeah.
My brother has it. And I thought it was about Stained. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So I got a feeling that I might have to go on like blood pressure medicine.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah. And then February 2nd, I got to go take a sleep apnea study or whatever. I might have to wind up going on one of those CPAP machines.
Yeah.
But I won't know. Hey Lance. So I that's kind of what's up in the world with me as far as kind of health stuff. I also got some more of my thyroid medication, and I got to admit, ever since I've been taking it, I've been feeling better. A lot not as tired as I've been.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's good.
A while there, man. I was just so damn every day. I was just so damn tired. I could just barely function.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering, like, even if I was to stream or something, I mean, you could barely even make it to my streams if I.
Yeah, and I just want people to know that sometimes, man, when I don't make it to a stream or something, it's nothing personal with people. Yeah. It's just that lately I have just been kind of just so tired and so just felt so whipped and everything that it was all I could do to do all the other stuff I need to do and do the streams and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why I haven't even and to kind of catch up where I'm at as far as my media stuff. I haven't made a podcast this year yet.
Oh yeah, I was
any
wondering if you were still
podcast.
doing anything. So
Oh,
yeah. Mm.
that made me so tired that I was hardly had any answer, even breathe. Damn, that's no good, Elsa.
Damn, Elsa.
But
That's
okay, so here's the deal. I've got I haven't done an episode for The Rebel Within yet, but I'm thinking about doing it. And I think one of the episodes I'm gonna have Robert on as a guest.
okay.
And then I haven't done any content yet for my media podcast, which is the Wild Bill Media and the Arts podcast. Though
Yeah.
I got some stuff that I'm thinking about, I might talk about, but that might be a little bit down the road.
Okay.
And then I talked to my friend Chuck, and we're supposed to be continuing doing the Metallica podcast. We hope to have doing another episode in about another week or so,
Yeah.
and that'll be another 2-part episode. So look out for that. That's the Metallica podcast, the whole the podcast of the Beholder. And I've been talking about doing another podcast with my friend Chuck, but doing a kind of an Iced Earth based podcast. And so it just depends. I don't know yet. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the table. That doesn't mean I'm going to do all of it
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But
Yeah. Or you don't have to take on too much at once. I mean, especially if you're already having like some like health problems or if you're just too tired and everything.
yeah. So that's what's been going on, guys.
Yeah.
And I've just had a lot of things on my mind too, the last couple weeks and stuff, and so. And for those of you who haven't read it yet, I posted a new poem in the Darklings chat today. I don't know if that's going to be the whole thing. Right now, it's just considered kind of just a work of something I had in my mind and wanted to put down on paper before I forgot it. And so that's that, really.
Okay. I was wondering how fresh was that poem, like when you posted it in the group chat.
I typed it up today, but I've had it written for about 2 or 3 days now, I think.
Oh, okay, so it's
Actually,
still
I wrote it one day. I think I wrote it like Saturday or Sunday, I think.
Oh, okay.
So it's been a few days. I just
Yeah.
I actually had it written down on a piece of cardboard, and but I typed it up today.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep. So I mean, that's just
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
that might be another beginning of another poetry book or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm taking pre-orders now.
Yeah.
It'll be out in about 5 years.
Yeah, that's how I was like to make that joke. That yeah, he's already gonna ask for the pre-orders now, but he's gonna pull a Garth on your asses. So just get ready.
Yeah,
I said that like you're just gonna be the biggest asshole ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yep.
Yeah, beyond like 5 years. I feel like those types of jokes are never gonna get old.
No.
About like already make an announcement for something, and then already asking for pre-orders, but then not releasing the damn thing or whatever you're releasing. You're not gonna release it until like 2 or 3 years later down the road. He's an asshole. Sing songs.
Yeah. Who tech and go suck it? That's right, country.
Yeah. Who that can go suck dick? I was checking out.
As long as it ain't mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Who tapped second? No, I was like, well, Bill's gonna kick my ass if I say that Who Ted's gonna do something to him.
It's good to see Elsa in the stream.
Yeah, it's nice to finally see Frozen Girl. Frozen Girl. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, besides this little piece of energy that I've been giving out, like shout outs and whatnot, I'm like emotionally drained from like the past week. I'm not gonna lie. So if I seem kind of off, it's probably because of just all the shit that I've been through.
see now, I think what's cool is I can no longer consider, like, even if I thought of Elsa like Elsa from Frozen,
yeah,
that Elsa on 1883 is so badass because she's like James Dutton's daughter. So Elsa can be like Elsa 1883 or Elsa Dutton or whatever.
Yeah, Elsa, aren't you happy about that though? I mean, that there's another Elsa out there that's actually, I don't know, probably a character that you would probably, I don't know, would prefer to be compared to, I mean, instead of compared to like the Disney character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see what I could do, Lance, is like drop a chapter here and there.
Yeah.
And then like say it'd be like, say it'd be like a 10 chapter book. I could drop like 7 chapters, and by the time you buy it, there's only 3 chapters left.
Yeah.
But I'll tell everybody that's the 3 best chapters in the book.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
You have no idea how happy.
What's up, Kim?
Oh, hey, Kim.
Hey, guys.
But yeah, maybe I should stop with the Frozen jokes then, Elsa. Happy about it? Maybe 2022. Maybe 2022 is your year. Like, just stop with the Frozen jokes.
So, Kim, I got a question for you.
What up?
Who let them dogs out?
Right?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh man. So how you been?
Yes. Hmm.
Yes.
Yes,
so it's like.
Yeah, I love it when you said that though, while Bill, like, who let them dogs out? I was wondering what you were talking about when you posted that in the group chat that one day. But that was awesome.
It was a really good game, though.
Yeah, it was.
I was impressed. It might have been a little bit, different if Jameson hadn't gotten hurt.
Yeah. Well,
Hi, Robert.
I'm gonna say this, and I know pizza. I know people gonna like. Shit. I was gonna like discredit what I'm saying, but
Sid's yelling in my ear, "Ad Bay."
when you have a team that's supposed to have the depth that Alabama supposedly has or supposed to have, it doesn't matter if your first string wide receiver goes down. You should have a backup just as good as the one that went down.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their fault if they don't get playing time. That's on the coaches. That's the coach's fault.
I'm gonna fucking smack you. First you don't add me, and then you don't even say hi to me.
Hi. I was
Kiss
talking
my ass, brother.
The fuck?
I did too, Andrew. You right there?
Took me a while. I'm even screaming in Kim's ear, add me.
Oh, I didn't
Then
see
you
his
don't even
story.
say
I was
hi.
looking at something
You go
right
on your
quick.
dang football rant. So I'll make my own noise.
Well, Cindy,
In his defense, he was cleaning his glasses. Maybe he couldn't see you.
That game was good though.
Hey,
I gotta
Lance.
admit it. I was even right into it.
yeah, it was a good game. I watched the whole thing. Probably the first
Oh, I
full
did
game
too.
I've watched all year.
Stuff would start to happen. I was yelling. Kim's like, "Stop it! You're ahead of me."
Mm.
I'm like, "Oops."
I was kind of surprised though to see him walking the way he was because he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Babe, the only thing you wanted to see was the Gatorade bath,
That's right.
and they let you down.
Mm.
Hi, Chris. Elsa. Elsa, are you actually still here?
She's still here.
Oh, yay.
Yay. Mm.
Elsa, don't be trying to hide from me. I will hunt you down like dog.
Or a kitty cat. Or a kitty cat.
No, like dog.
Oh, well, damn. Well, you know Elsa loves kitty cats, so. Actually, she doesn't. She's gonna kick my ass.
Well, I love my
Yeah.
cat, but she's in quarantine.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Because she can't keep
I've
her paws
had,
on the ground.
Oh,
Mm.
so I'm having to watch her really, really badly. So I have to let her out in small increments. I feel like an ass. Her poor little paws. She's trying to put them under the door, like, let me out of jail.
that's
And
right.
then I gotta watch her like
Yeah.
crazy because right away she starts to want to jump. Poor little bugger. And Kit's at the hospital right now.
Oh.
That's not good.
No, we think that we're finally starting to get down to what those pass out episodes are about.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because she went to her new doctor, and what happened? Boom, down she went.
Wow.
Yeah.
She said he thinks it's a seizure, so he sent her to the ER.
Uh-huh.
And this was hours ago already. They left at about 1:00, and it's 8:00 here now.
Hmm.
The ER ain't fast, that's for sure.
No. And so far, the only thing they've done was take blood.
And start an IV.
Like a
Yeah.
vampire.
Mhm.
Vampire.
I just hope they finally figure it out.
Hmm.
Because she's way too young. Like, she's not even in her 30s.
Wow.
Yeah. Elsa.
I think she's hiding from you.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to talk to me. Kind of hurt.
Ain't
don't
nobody
know.
talking really.
Yeah.
Elsa. I look back and I see Lance. He's an
Oh.
asshole. Yo. That's funny.
But
Yeah.
so it's just been I got so actually I get a 4-day weekend this weekend, so I actually get Martin Luther King Day Junior Day off, which we didn't get last year.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
They
Yeah,
need to,
awesome.
I think they need to have like a wild bill day.
Yeah.
We can 4-day weekends are always good.
Yep.
I wish I could have one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, you should be coming up with one soon, no?
You're funny.
Yeah.
I travel to Detroit this next week, and I'm gone all week.
Wow.
And then I just got the schedule. Well, sort of got the schedule for February. We're going to Indiana, and then Orlando, and then Sacramento,
Mm.
which will be really good for me because that flight's only going to take me like an hour and a half.
So what do you got to do at these places?
I train the staff and open the hotels. So um, we do in select service, we do 3.5 days. So the first day we do our like welcoming training. We train them about the Wyndham Rewards program. We train about our service culture. We have to certify everybody in the service culture, and then we go to lunch and we do um, after lunch we do front desk training, and then the second day we spend all day doing housekeeping and laundry training, and then we actually go into the laundry room and up onto the floor, and we actually show them like where things are supposed to be placed in the rooms, how everything's supposed to look, so that they're going by the brand standards. If they have questions, we answer them. We go through like the proper way to clean the rooms and all that, and then we go through how to take care of the equipment in the laundry room and how to take care of themselves. So, like the safe way to run those commercial machines. And then the third day is all about admin. So we spend all of our time with the general manager and the front office manager doing hotel operation stuff and talking about revenue and sales and all that stuff. And then we leave the next day.
Hey,
Cool.
Lance, congratulations. Baby, look. Lance's student loans got forgiven. You need to talk to some people. Call
Yeah,
Biden.
it's going to be, but he's only doing a certain percentage, and I promise it won't come close to the 120,000 I owe.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's actually awesome, Lance. This may sound crazy, but my student loans actually got forgiven too. I actually owed student loans from
But
back in 2010. So
the bad part about that is he'll forgive it
Yeah.
today and forget that he did it tomorrow.
But yeah, I didn't even know if it was like the president that did that, or because I don't know. I was shocked to even get something in the mail to let me know that my student
They're like,
loans were being forgiven. But
I did what? I forgive
I-
the loans. What the
I
heck?
forget what the hell.
So what, baby? You're going to get some of your loans forgiven, though?
A little bit.
Oh, well, that's nice.
It was a certain percentage. I think it was like $10,000 or $15,000, something like that.
Well, hell,
How the
it's
hell does
better
that-
than nothing.
How does that
yeah,
work?
You had to have been in school between a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a set like specific qualifications that you had to meet in order to get them done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I owed only like $4,000 or $5,000 in student loans, and I think all of it was being forgiven, from what according to the letter. But,
Yeah, I wish I was down there. I owe about 122,000.
oh wow! But yeah, so I guess it makes sense. Like it depends on like a certain percentage. Then
Yeah, because I have
yeah.
3 degrees and a certification.
Hmm.
Nice.
Hmm.
I wish he'd increase it to 50,000. See, Bernie was my pick. I would have voted for him in a heartbeat.
Hmm.
Hmm. This may sound crazy, but my sister was actually a Bernie supporter back when he was originally running. But yeah, this was like back in like 20. Yeah, I mean like pretty much like 2019 or early 2020. He was like still in the running, but then he kind of like dropped out. But hmm.
Yeah, I was sad when he dropped out. I was all about Bernie.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
We'll see what kind of craziness happens in a couple of years.
Oh
That
yeah.
little Oompa Loompa runs again, and I'm leaving this country.
Wouldn't damn. Hmm.
Hey, Robert. I
Yeah.
didn't see you.
Hmm.
Why are you not in here?
Because he has a headache, I think.
Well,
Oh.
damn.
Get your ass in here, Robert.
I
Yeah.
know that feeling.
Oh. Hi, Elsa.
No. Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm mutual. Like, I wouldn't even leave the country.
Elsa,
I
I'm
mean,
trying to say hi.
yeah, no matter who's
I
president.
think she had to step away for a minute.
Mm. Neutral. Yeah.
Okay, Lance, I'm game.
Yeah, let's go to Cindy's house.
Yeah, come to my house.
What, in Canada?
Every single one of you, I could definitely use some help up here, and you guys could come and we'll do lots of cooking, and
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon.
that'd be so much fun. Elsa, are you mad at me or something? Like, be honest here, talk. Because this is bugging me now.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Elsa.
Hmm.
Elsa, if you've got a problem with me, just tell me to my face. Because at least I had the decency to say hi. I don't get why you're being like this.
Hmm. Whew. Mm.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Mm.
Thank you.
Yep. Mm.
I wish I got Martin Luther King Day off.
Mm.
I'm surprised that they're giving it off, to be honest with you. Some places take it. I'm a good country fan.
Mm. Mm. And I'm doing okay for the most part. Mm.
I just found out my sister and all three of my nieces has COVID.
Oh, shit. That
Well,
sucks.
damn. Well, actually, that's actually something I should mention. My sister actually has COVID right now. She's what is crazy is she's had it for almost 2 weeks and still isn't feeling any better. So I'm starting to get really worried about my sister.
Is she
Uh,
still testing positive?
uh I think so. I mean, where she's kind of been quarantining for the last 2 weeks, but she says there's been like no progress. I mean, what she's got hasn't lifted at all. She thinks that, well, I think her and her girlfriend actually got tested positive for the Omicron that came through. Like, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of really bad here where I live. Apparently, our city is actually getting ready to go back into a lockdown, I think.
And you're in Oklahoma City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Oklahoma City. Yeah, like as it is, schools have closed down around here, and then the hospitals are like kind of over, there's a lot of have they have the hospitals have like a lot of patients with like COVID right now and dealing with that, and then even the banks here have like closed all their branches. Like only the drive-throughs are available. But and
Oh
then
well.
yeah, and then Walmart actually changes hours again. I think I because before I think they were like 24 hours for a little while there, and then but now they changed their hours from like 7 in the morning to like 7 in the evening. So I guess like Walmart's only going to be open for like 12 hours a day for at least a little while.
That's all you need.
Yeah, 12 hours a day.
Hell, I'll be at
Yeah,
work
they've
4 hours a day. So shit.
Uh,
they've got some pretty strong numbers in Detroit too, so I'm a little hesitant to even go, but I mean we do the best we can to do what we gotta do, and
yeah.
I feel like I need to live my life and not just be in fear all the time. So
Mm.
Well, they were going to put a non-vaccinated tax in our country, but it was announced. What was it late last night? They're not going to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good
They
idea.
gave in. Not enough. There was too much pushback. Of course, people bitched.
Where
I read
dang.
an article just today that they're going to require truckers who cross the border to show proof of vaccination before they can cross.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Robert.
yeah, I actually heard they're going to start requiring people to be vaccinated to do certain things. Like now.
Robert, why don't you come in the stream?
Yeah, I was actually surprised. Cindy and I were talking about this maybe yesterday, babe. I was surprised when we went to Sudbury that, and it wasn't just Sudbury, it was Simmons too, but like all of the restaurants and stuff were asking to see proof of vaccination before you could go inside or whatever. And I was like, that's probably annoying for some people. And I even asked one of the waitresses, or one of the hosts or something, I said, do you guys get a lot of pushback from that? And she goes, no, not really. She said, people know that we require it and they know if they want to eat here that they have to do it. And I was like, well, we definitely ain't in the States because you sure would get people acting a fool if you started asking them for stuff like that to come into a restaurant.
Well, I don't know. I would comment, but it's a touchy subject, and I just feel like that when I talk about COVID, it gets a lot of people pissed off, and
Hey,
so
Kaden.
it's
How
not
does that?
it's not
Hi,
my
Elsa.
it's not my cup of tea. I'm gonna tell you right now because
Yeah.
I just get so pissed off because I don't know. It's not that I try to be it's not that I try to be an asshole about things, but
Yeah.
I look at it like this right here. If
Okay.
people are wanting to ask you for your vaccination card, what's next? You know what I'm saying? I mean, coming down the line. I mean, it's going to get to the point to where you can't do no. I mean,
This is a pandemic, bro. Come on.
Truthfully, though, is that any different than if you were to register your kids for public school and have to show immunization records? I mean, you have to show your, for lack of better terms, paperwork. No matter what you do, you've got to take proof of your birth certificate and your residence and all that just to get a driver's license. So how is this any different?
And I mean, it's not like as if there's no proof that people have died.
And think about all the things you have to provide to get a freaking passport. I mean, Jesus Christ. And you can't even go anywhere without showing the passport like 1,200 times. So I in my opinion, I fail to see how that's any different. I think the only reason why people look at it different is because it was politicized. Had it not been politicized and it would have been left for people to make their own decisions, things would not be the way they are right now.
well, I just feel like, and this is just me, okay? Now, when you take choice away from someone, then it becomes a matter of like just anything else, really. I mean, I understand there's people out here dying of COVID, but there's people out here dying of other things too. But yet, there's not a mandate for you to take a flu shot or.
Yeah, but on this one, I don't, and I'm sorry, I love you guys, but I don't understand you on this one because of one reason. Okay. Like, this is not like as if we're back in the Nazi days and they're purposely trying to take away rights and this and that and the other thing. Like, there's proof all over that it's the ones who aren't vaccinated, they're trying to save your life. Like, it's the most incredible thing to fight against it. Just to me, it don't make sense why people would want to blatantly. And I listened to a whole big thing today because Kit was at the hospital and Kim was working from home and Whoopi Goldberg, and it was on oh hell, what's his name there that just passed away?
What, Bob Saget or someone else?
Yeah, it was on his
Oh.
Bob Saget's Here For You. Him and Whoopi Goldberg
Oh,
having
yeah,
a
Bob
big
Saget.
talk.
Yeah.
They said the same thing. It don't even make sense. This is not like in the Nazi days where they said, well, you can't watch TV or we're coming in your house and shoot you. And that's a completely different thing.
Oh, yeah.
What it
Like
boils
they're
down
trying to
to,
save your
though,
life. It's crazy.
is if you tell people, and I realize that I'm American, but especially Americans, if you tell people don't do something or you have to do something, their response is going to be fuck you. And that's just the way this country is. It's the way the people are. Like, for example, if you put up a
Well,
sign
then
that says
then
don't
it's
step on the
them
grass,
crazy people with no sense that are keeping all of us at home for the rest of our lives.
and you're probably right about that. But on the flip side of that coin, they're not going to change their mind on that. Like, and that's why I said, as harsh as it may sound, natural selection gets to do its thing on this one, because if people want to be stupid, then they can be the ones that die, because that's just how it is. And I don't know, there's not really anything else that you can say about it. But like, the same kind of thing, if you put up a sign that says keep off the grass, people are going to be like, fuck you, I'm stepping on the grass, because that's just how people are.
Because, like in my city, and yourself, you were here. You see how, especially people in Timmins, are amazing about listening. So, why the hell now, all of a sudden, do we have 33 people in hospital? One died yesterday, and a total of like something like over 2,000 over in those areas, more down west. In those areas of Canada, that basically the hospitalization is now at full capacity, and they're starting to beg for the military to get involved and come and help.
Yeah, it's the same thing here. They've already Governor Brown deployed the National Guard to help here like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you've seen how good of a job we did. We never even got close to pressuring our hospital system like that. Never.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
true.
Omicron, they said it's so hard. And on top of that, the other variant and this one, both of them are just, they have a way of finding you when you would think you've taken every precaution, and without being vaccinated, they're dying.
You haven't
This,
read that you can get both variants now
Mhm,
at the same time?
I did. I did. Now imagine if you're not vaccinated. At that point, right there, you're saying, die. I'd
But
rather die.
also, it's different to say I'm vaccinated or I'm not vaccinated than what Bill's talking about with having to show your vaccination card. Because he's vaccinated, but he feels strongly about not having to show that card. And so people have different views about both things, and it's not necessarily just getting the vaccine.
Well, I don't care. I'd rather, if I'm going to walk into a restaurant, I don't give a shit. I don't want to be sitting 4 feet away from someone who's got it. I think we do have the right to prove that if we've gotten it, we should have to prove that we got it. On that one, I just do, because
Well, I mean,
as
even if you're
much as you
vaccinated, you
have
can
the
still have
right,
it.
but as much as you think you don't have the right to show it or whatever, we also have the right to know if we want, because otherwise you're saying you're taking away our right to know that you're not around somebody who's infected. Tit
And
for
see,
tat, man.
that's my thought right there. So if you don't want to show a vaccination card, then okay, fine. But if it's my business and I require you to show one and you don't want to show it, then you have the right not to show it, but I have the right not to serve you.
Yep, I agree on that.
But see, one of the things that got me pissed off was, right, and I'm still pissed off about it. And I don't care how you want to slice it, whether it's thin slices, thick slices, paper thin slices, or whatever. It's like this. When COVID first broke out, you had all these nurses and stuff, right, out here treating these people, and they were considered heroes because they were frontline workers out here But this was before there was ever even a vaccine. Okay,
Uh,
serving these people in hospital beds and giving them all this medicine, and then the same people that these people looked at are now wanting to fire these people because they don't have a vaccination. Maybe there's something wrong with them. Maybe they should have let you die. How's that one?
I need to ask Elsa something though. Why are you so proud to say that you're unvaccinated? What is your problem with getting vaccinated? What
And yes, that statement is true. You can be infected with the vaccine. You can also die in a car accident wearing a seatbelt. The issue is that the seatbelt helps to protect you. The vaccine helps to protect you.
with the vaccine you have 5 times more that you're not going to die.
It's
It doesn't mean
17
you're not
times.
going to feel shitty and crappy and everything, but you won't die
no.
and you won't be hospitalized. So I don't get it.
So I have to ask you guys a question.
But
Okay, considering the times, right? Okay. Now I know it's a different time. People are different age. But do you think COVID is worse than the Black Plague?
I do not.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is this, okay? If mankind survived the plague with people dying all the time, there had to be people there that had natural immunity to that. What I'm saying is this. Do you think back then, even if there was a vaccine, do you still think there would have been people that wouldn't have took it?
For the Black Plague,
Yeah.
um, I don't know that I would say yes or no for that because it was bad enough. I think that from what I know about it, they were using everything they could get their hands on that they thought would be medication for it. And whether that be herbal remedies or whatever. And so I think if they had medication, they probably likely would have used it. But this is no different also than the Spanish flu. It's no different than, polio and things like that. They developed a vaccine for all of that. We don't have those diseases around today because of the vaccines. It's the theory of evolution. And that's just how it is. Things
And my
evolve.
grandmother's family had a lot of polio, and that's a true story. So you can sit there and laugh and think, like I'm really bothered with how I'm trying to be really good here right now, but
All I want to say is this, okay? And I just look at it as I've been a person. I've lived my own life. I've made my own choices since I was considered a certain age, right? I still say that when it comes down to, I'm not. Here's my thing. I'm not knocking those people who have the vax. I'm not knocking those people that don't have the vax. My thing is to, when you start to try to mandate something, and that's just like with a driver's license. You're mandated, if you're going to drive on the road, you have to have a driver's license. That doesn't mean everybody hasn't had one, but that still don't mean they're not allowed to go somewhere. My thing is this, right? It comes down to it. I know that people are getting sick and are dying. I see it every day.
and
But
Elsa, I want to ask you something. Why do you call it poison? Do you even know anything about it? Have you done any research? Why do you call it poison? Give me a really good reason that you call it poison. Do you think the government is out to purposely kill us? That kind of thinking right there is really off the wall, if that's what you believe.
Guys, I do want to say something. I'm changing the subject just for a second. I saw a headline today. Where is it at?
Okay.
Let me find it here just one second. I know I seen it here just a minute ago. Biden held himself out as Messiah. Like, what Messiah are you?
What happened? What context?
He held himself out as a Messiah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I don't know what the context is either. And I'm
So when you start calling yourself a Messiah like that, you can kind of consider yourself a god.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but it wasn't but one of them. So
Interesting.
They say that there's going to be people around here calling themselves messiahs. I'm just saying.
More like the Antichrist. That's what I was saying.
But I don't know. That's why I don't like talking about this, because it's such a touchy subject. And I don't try.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be an asshole to anybody or want to be an asshole. I have my opinion, and my opinion ruffles feathers, and I don't like that, because I don't want to make people think that I have something against them, because I don't. I love everybody.
Well, I have researched the hell out of the COVID vaccines and everything else, and you can ask Cindy. Nobody researches as much as I do. And both things that you just mentioned, for the graphene oxide and the aborted fetus cells, it's bullshit. It's already been proven wrong. It's only been said that it was in the Pfizer vaccine. It immediately was proven wrong. And all it is a conspiracy theory. And if you buy into conspiracy theories, really, there's nothing else for you. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona I can show you too.
Oh, I'll take it.
Well, damn.
I've been wanting some oceanfront property. I don't care where it's at.
Well, I mean, I just said it was in Arizona or something.
Hey, the way California keeps acting now, you might have some oceanfront property in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. She said Arizona. She said Arizona. I was going to say, oh my God, I think my sister would jump at the chance. I mean, my sister wants to move to Arizona, so.
Well, there might be some oceanfront property in Nevada. They keep having all them earthquakes.
Earthquakes, yeah. What, you want to move to Nevada, Wapio? Start Maybe you can move close to Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah.
Elsa, you obviously are reading bullshit. The vaccine comes from the protein spikes. It's got nothing to fucking do with any of that. And I feel like this is for my benefit because you have something against me. And I've tried really hard to be nice to you. And I don't know, for some reason, every time it just feels like you have this innate hate for me.
And also,
So,
if you want
would
to
you
talk
rather
about,
I leave?
if you want to talk about aborted fetus cells, it has nothing to do with the vaccine. Just as Sin said, it's actually created from research that's been going on for about 12 years now. But if you use any kind of coffee creamer or soup that has artificial flavor enhancer called Seminex in it, that is created from aborted fetus parts, not cells, body parts.
What? No, you are what? What are you talking about? Oh my god.
Anyway, we should change the subject. Babe, don't forget to check in also.
I know. The vaccine has nothing to do with either of those things. You have to verify what sites you're looking at and what info you're looking at because it was proven it's none of that. That's why they came out with the whole big thing to teach everybody. It comes from protein spikes that you see on the graph when you're looking at the graphs that they put out. You'll see those little things sticking out of it. Those are protein spikes, and that's what they have taken. They're removing the protein spikes, and that takes out the dangerous part, and that helps fight the rest of what's there.
And let me just state for the record that even if that were true and they used aborted fetus cells, I have proudly, as you so wonderfully stated, gotten 3 vaccine shots. And I am 100% happy and grateful to that aborted fetus for saving my life.
At least it takes something bad, even if it was true, which it's not. It would mean it's taking something bad and making something good out of it. But anyway. I'll be back in a minute. I got an update for my video card, which
Okay.
now I can't even see. So
So, what are you going to do on your long weekend, Bill?
I have no plans really. Just kind of hanging out. I might watch some ball games tomorrow night, but I don't know that for sure yet. As long as Dallas gets put out, I'm happy.
Can't blame you there.
If I had a team to choose to go all the way, probably be Buffalo.
Yeah, I've never really gotten into NFL at all. I mean, if I had to pick a team, it would probably be the Seahawks just because that's where I am, but I don't even know, being from Georgia, that I would choose Atlanta over them. So
Yeah. I just I haven't been really. I mean, I watch NFL to a certain extent, but I'm not one that sits there and like keeps up with it all the time. But I do enjoy the playoffs once in a while. That's just like college basketball. I could care less about any game during the regular season, but I'll sit down and watch some of the games in the tournament and stuff. But
yeah,
that's just how it is for me. I just feel like regular season. I mean, yes, the regular season matters. Don't get me wrong, but um, I I just feel like that it all matters at the end, and that's when to me it seems like it's more fun that way. I mean, maybe for me, I don't know.
Uh,
yeah, I don't know. I've always felt like the college players just put more heart into what they're doing because they're not solely focused on what their salary is, you know. I mean, yes, I know they still get something out of it, but and I follow Georgia. It's not like I'm gonna sit down and watch game after game after game.
Yeah,
hmm.
I managed to get this last week off. Did Sin tell y'all what happened with my travel stuff?
what's that?
So I was supposed to come home on Friday at like 4 o'clock. I was in Louisville, Kentucky,
Hmm.
and I was supposed to leave at like 4 and hit Denver, and then Denver to uh, Eugene, Oregon. And at 4:50, well, the plane was late first of all because there was winter weather, so the plane was late. And then at like 4:20 or so, the plane shows up. We board, and then they can't get the jet bridge back off the plane.
Oh shit!
So they can't back the plane up because the jet bridge is laying against the plane. And so we had to sit on the plane for like 5 hours while we were waiting on maintenance to fix it. And then finally they were like, okay, maintenance has to go get a part, so we're going to deplane. You guys can sit in the airport and be warm. And we're like, all right. So they deplane us. As soon as they get everybody off the plane, they cancel the flight. So I'm stuck in Louisville overnight. So then they tell me that they're going to rebook my flight on Delta and I can leave at like 7:30 the next morning. I'm like, all right, cool. So I make it to the hotel at like 11 something and have to be back up and back to the airport at 5. And I get back there and Delta's like, oh, well, we don't have any record that United sent your credits over here. So they basically didn't have any record that I was supposed to be on their flights.
Oh shit!
And she's like, you need to go talk to the United counter. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. So I go to the United counter and I'm talking to them. And the lady's like, well, I can get you on a flight that's leaving here at 8 o'clock, but, and I'm like, what is it? She goes, it's going to be a little bit of a, moving around some stuff to kind of make it work. I was like, all right, what do I got to do? So I left from Louisville at 8 o'clock, went to Newark, New Jersey, got on a plane in Newark, 6.5 hours to San Francisco, and then from San Francisco up to Eugene, and managed to get home at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So it literally took me like 2 days to get home.
That sucks.
Yeah, and then I would have only had about 16 hours at home before I had to go back to the airport. So my boss was like, "Don't worry about this week's trip." So thankfully, that was an Arkansas trip, and I didn't want to go to Arkansas anyway. So
Yeah. Shit, I was coming home. One time I came home and my flight got delayed. I think it was because of weather or something. And so I got to the airport late. And so I had to take another flight. I actually had to spend the night in the airport and come home like the next morning. Luckily, it was one of those things where I was going back to New York and didn't have to work that next day. So, it worked out to be okay. But it just, man, I don't know. Every time I fly, it's always been like some kind of like hassle or a delay or some weird ass shit. And I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't fly.
well, I just hope that the Detroit trip is not gonna be annoying because I know there's winter weather happening right now. So
Yeah.
did you find it? You're backstage. Send's back.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't. Even, I'm sorry. I didn't even. I wasn't even.
Damn.
But I just I just got to the point to where I'm like, if I'm gonna go somewhere, especially if it's just a few states over or something like that, I'm just gonna drive because I just don't want to go through all that hassle again and shit.
Oh.
I remember one time I flew home and flew into Rochester, and they lost our luggage and all that shit.
Well, damn.
Didn't get our luggage till about a couple days later. It was just all crazy and shit.
Interesting. No.
Can you guys hear her?
Oh, not really. I mean,
She hasn't said anything.
she was talking, but I thought she was like talking like she had like her thing on, but she was like talking to somebody on the phone or something.
Oh.
Because I don't see the little ring going around her thing when she's speaking.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who the fuck says we were justifying abortion? Who the fuck does she think she is right now? We said that at least that's taking something bad and making something good out of it. Who said we justify abortion? I will say I do agree that if a woman has been raped and she doesn't feel she can handle it, then that should be her choice if it's out of something bad. And I don't like that she was rude to Kim, and I'm telling you right now, this will end it right here. And I don't give a fuck because I'm not going to sit in here, be treated like shit, have you guys just sit there and nobody's even saying anything, and she's sitting there and being rude with Kim. I won't take that. I will never come back. Because you know what? So much for fucking family at that point, eh? Got tossed out once, twice, now it's going to happen again? Really?
I'm not.
Oh, and now Robert, right away, move on, please? Don't put words in our mouth. That's not my fault. She wants to be a bitch about it. You don't put words in people's mouths. What the hell? Go back to Trish then, Elsa. No, she should not have put words in our mouth.
I chose to ignore the comment because it was stupidity, and I don't condone stupidity.
So that's just it. It's okay for us to be jumped on like that again? Nobody's going to say a word?
No, I don't agree with any of it.
Well, it's your channel. Would be like if somebody said something like that to you in front of me, they wouldn't still be in my channel. I can tell you that.
I'm just gonna say this, and
that hurt. She had no fucking right. I think a little part of her there is still up Trisha's butt, so she needs to go back. It's not right, guys, and it's always me that gets the behind of it. I never get defended. Every damn time one of you wants to jump on my back, or now Kim's, oh no. No. If you guys want to have your little party and allow people to be shit disturbers like that, I don't like it. And I won't be part of it. I had enough.
well, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay to have a debate, but blunt hate and then blunt rudeness on purpose just because there's somebody she don't like. I tried to be nice to you, so now it's on you.
I don't. How do I want to say this? I think this is a really touchy subject for people, and I understand everybody has their opinion, and if you really want to be honest with you, I guess no one's right and no one's wrong.
No, wrong there. Now you're wrong now. She put words in our mouths, bro. Especially the one who's supposed to be my bro, but told me, why am I still alive? And now again, it's going to be deflected to be with her again? Eh? Oh, now we're going to play dumb. Good one. Kim's the one that heard it, not me. Oh, did you not say, why are you still alive? So now for the third time, everybody's going to take somebody else's part over mine and have me be the sucker who came back and tried to give you all a chance?
Why are you still alive? What do you mean by that?
Oh, Betty, do you want to take this one?
I don't remember if the comment was on Facebook or YouTube. But it wasn't why are you still alive? It's oh, you're still alive.
Same difference.
And who said that?
You did.
I did.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
When did I say that?
Before she started talking to you again.
And I had to fight for our friendship because Kim didn't even want me talking to you because she had heard all that and said, how much do you got to take before you realize? And now here I am again, having to basically defend myself and allow her to be rude to Kim. That ain't gonna happen.
Well, I'm gonna say
There was a point when Bill that night in his rant, he said, "I don't. Oh, you're still alive." Funny how I can forgive and be very loyal, but when loyalty needs to be on my side, I don't get it though, and everybody wants me to fight for them though.
okay. I'm not
Let's
saying
just
I
forget
don't.
it. She's perfect. You've chosen her. I'm going to go and don't expect me back. And for every single one of you, remove me off your Facebook or I'll remove you. We're done because I'm not taking that. When she starts saying, "Oh, you guys, what is this about the abortion? Trying to justify abortion." And all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, well, she's just set in her ways." It's okay for us to be spoken to like that, though.
I didn't say it was okay for you to be spoken to. And if I said what I said,
It's your
which
channel.
I probably have,
Your
if I
channel.
did, I'm sorry. I don't remember saying it. But if you say I said it, then I probably did, and I apologize for that.
I'm not even the one that caught it. It was Kim that caught it. And she goes, "Why are you talking to somebody who said, 'Oh, you're still alive?'" That was hurtful. And you and I had a good talk. I thought we were, you know what I mean? Like Alvin, I know about some of the really rotten things you said about me too, and I forgave you too. And Robert, same with you. You all fucking treated me like shit back then. And you're going to allow her to still do that? After I accepted all the bullshit and really very mean, hateful things that every single one of you said to me?
Like I said, if I said that one thing about you're still alive, then I apologize for it. I don't
Well,
remember.
then I can tell you one thing: Kim is not a fucking liar.
I didn't say she was a liar. Never said that. I just don't remember saying it, is all I'm saying. And I apologize for it. I really do. And I think the thing that what it was it was mentioned that okay, if there was aborted fetus cells in the vaccine, then okay, then that was how I'm trying to remember how she worded it about. Then it was a good thing that because those cells save people's lives or something.
She didn't say it was a good thing. She said we're making at least something good out of something bad.
Okay, there you go.
And she's appreciative for those lives. It's just like an organ donor.
Yeah.
People receive other people's organs all the time, and they're appreciative of it because their lives are saved.
Actually, I'm an organ donor myself.
There you go. So that comment and everything was a load of crap. There's no middle land with her. She did it all out of spite because she don't like me. I don't know what the fucking her problem is. but I won't come around if she's around. And actually, I'm really considering never coming back. I don't want to be around people who don't believe in me. That's not how the world works. If you're going to take somebody else's part, then go ahead, because now this will be the third time you don't take mine. And you all know it's true. Every single one of you talked against me at one time or another. Every single one of you.
I know.
And what did I end up doing in the end? She turned out to be a bitch, and I told the whole fucking truth. And actually, I stood up for you guys, too. Even though you don't know it. Well, I'm done standing up now, because it feels like all this is a tug of war to see who can get the whole gang together. And I'm not in for that. I'm in for actual relationships. I don't see a fucking computer screen, but if that's what you guys see, leave me out.
Well, that's not what I see. But
And you're probably fucking gonna hear me cry, because I really did love you guys and felt like I still had a bit of a family. But you're again gonna be another bunch of people who just fucking, you know? I'm seeing once again how quickly you guys are gonna be ready to fucking just throw me aside. I'm fucking fed up of crying over fucking people who don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I'm sorry. I never meant for any of this to turn out the way it did.
Oh. No, because if we don't fucking stick up for ourselves, then nothing happens. It's always the same fucking thing. Like, Robert, I'm really hurt with you because, you know, you didn't even say hi until I started to complain. You take her side right away, and the two of you are laughing together. Do you really think me calling you bro is just a fucking joke or something? That it don't mean anything? It means something to me. Oh, and then Alvin runs away. Go fucking figure. Okay, you guys, you can have your little group there. I'm gonna go.
I don't want you to go.
Well, I do, because I'm really fed up with this. I just would have needed somebody to have my back, which every single one of you promised you would. If you were in my stream and somebody spoke to you like that, let me tell you, they'd have been gone so fast their head would have spun. But not me. I just get the silent treatment.
So let me just say one thing, because you're talking about taking up for ourselves, and you know that that comment was directed at me because of what I said. You know me, you know the kind of person that I am, and I think Bill and Robert and everybody else are learning the kind of person I am. Again, I chose to ignore the comment because it's stupidity, but also I don't give a flying fuck what people think about me, least of all her. So as far as that comment hurting me, it didn't.
But I'm soft. I've lost a lot this year. And people don't get it. They think, oh, it's only been, what, 6 months? Oh, get over it. Well, no, it doesn't work like that.
You don't get over something like that. I mean, not. I've always told people I think some things that I don't think time ever heals.
That's correct. I told her the anniversary of my father's death is coming up next week, and it'll be 27 years. And it feels like yesterday.
I bet it does.
But you don't need to be upset about that comment or her, especially not on my behalf. There is many more important things to worry about.
No, because it was rude. And it was on my behalf, not yours. She was trying to get to me.
It was rude, and it was obvious that she was ignoring you and not saying anything back when you were trying to be nice, and I agree with you on that account. So guess what? Now I choose to ignore her.
I understand that one.
Like, I wish Robert would say something. I don't get why he's ignoring me. Like, I don't find that right, and yet he had the nerve to call me sis. Don't fucking call me sis if you don't mean it.
I'm just sorry that I honestly feel like sometimes, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to throw shade or anything like that. I just feel like a lot of times, like tonight, I wanted to stream, and I know with all this stuff going on that it's a just a crazy time, and I feel like sometimes that I don't even know where I stand in all this because I'm so hell bent on being doing what I want to do, thinking of what I think is right, and I don't care what anybody says about it. I hate to say this. I'm a lot like my father, as much as I don't want to admit that. The only difference between me and my father is he's so hard headed he won't take the vax, but I took the vax because I care that much about him.
No, I understand about having differences of opinion. It's not that. She just got downright hateful about doing it, and you could tell it was on purpose. And then when you try to tell her to research it better, look at how she responded to her. It was blatantly hateful. And she left the group, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So what does that tell you? And now Robert won't even talk to me. So what the hell?
Where you at, Robert?
Like, I would have protected you guys with my life, literally. I would have never allowed someone to talk to any of you guys like that. I even defended you all to Kim and said, like, just stop. I said, get to know them. I said, a lot of shit happened. So I thought once you knew that I had been telling the truth all that time and you got to know my story, I didn't think this would happen a second time, let alone a third. I can tell you right now, if Trish was to talk to her, I guarantee you she'd be back in Trish's streams in a second. And I don't know why she hates me so much because I've never done anything to her.
I think it's because I'm going to defend Elsa for 1 minute, okay? And I know how you're going to feel about this. I think Elsa is a lot. I want to say that I'm a little bit more, I guess. I see both sides of every coin, even though I am the kind of person that's like if I'm the kind of person, even though I chose to take the vax, I also feel like fuck the vaccine.
I'm not even talking about the vaccine right now. I'm talking about the blatant rudeness and how she acted towards me and Kim.
I think it's because of the subjects we talk about. I really do believe that I think she feels like that her beliefs are so strong that to her it doesn't matter what you put out there. To her, it's it had it to her. It's she don't. She's like I said. She's like my father. She won't take the vaccine, even if it proved that it would save your life if you've got COVID. Right? I mean, if it proved to you without a shadow of a doubt, there's no way in the world COVID could kill you. Some people still won't take it, and some people have that belief. I don't care what it does. You're not sticking that in my arm, and you can do all the research you want to in the world about it. They feel that that's their belief, and
But
nobody's going to change.
again, it's not about the vaccine. It's about how the way she went about talking purposely because she hates me. And it didn't give her the right to treat Kim that way. She doesn't know Kim from a hole in the ground, except that Kim heard a lot of her bullshit when she was talking too. And Kim was able to prove it, so she got all defensive. Because she used to keep up with it, knowing that at one time Trish and all of us were hanging out. Kim's the one that heard a lot of it. When I wasn't even going in to listen. I only found out once we got back together. And I still forgave like the sucker that I feel like right now.
So you guys don't even know this, but all that time before you met me, I watched every stream.
And without
So
even
from the
talking
time
to me, automatic judgment and hated me from that time and was talking shit against me. That's how I know even you said shit, Alvin. You all did.
I know.
And I still came
I'm
back
not
and
saying
forgave and tried to trust you guys that, again, that you had my back. And you don't. And trust me, I really had to fight to get Kim to even try to get to know you guys. Because after everything she heard, she hated you guys. She was so against me talking to you. And then finally, her too. She started to give in. And you know what? The person she connected with the most right away, which was the one that hurt the most to hear what you said about me, was you, Bill. There's a loyalty amongst people. You know what? If you keep taking bullshit like that, you're a stomp on the ground, and that's what people will continue to do to you. That's why I gave up on Trish the first time, and now it's about why I'm about to give up again, because when you feel like people you trust that much and you figure will have your back and they don't, that was rude. That was extremely rude, and there's absolutely no reason for it. I don't care if she's from the fucking 18 whatevers. People back in them days were a hell of a lot more respectful than what she was just now.
and
It wasn't nice.
to your point, if you'll look at the comments, Lance said the exact same thing, but he was respectful when he said it.
I'm not talking about a difference of opinion. I agree. Many people will. I had to back off of a good friend of mine that I've known since he was a kid. And as he got older, he got into radio. So he got me down to Cochrane to do a radio show, which was very popular here in Timmins. It was called Hilltop Rendezvous, where people would drive up in their cars and make a request. He didn't take the vaccine, and at the time, my mom was alive. So I haven't talked to him since because I wasn't going to chance it. Doesn't mean I hate the guy or that I'm having big fights with him. We just kind of drifted apart because I didn't want to take the chance. I agree people have a difference of opinion and a lot are scared. But you also can't be spewing bullshit about things if you're not really doing your research. If you can be proven wrong, be proved wrong. Everybody should be able to accept that. But not be blatantly rude about it the way that was. And you know she's had something from me from the fucking beginning. First of all, she was jealous because I was good friends with Trish. She never did like that. And then I come over here and we're finally all back on track and we're talking, and look what's happening right now because of someone else who does the same fucking shit. Bill, you know damn fucking well, you and me would not have any difference of opinion. We've never fought, we've never argued until somebody else put their nose and got rude. And the thing is, if you're a good family, you stick up for each other. You don't let somebody beat somebody that you're supposed to care for. You don't let them beat them down. She only comes around when she wants to, and she bitches every time about everything that gets said. She's mean. Like, and I've never done that for. I kept, like an idiot, I kept trying to say hi to her. Does that not show that somebody was excited to see her? What was the first thing I did when I came in? Oh my God, Elsa's here.
Yep.
So who's in the wrong really on this one?
Even
Not
Alvin
me.
said himself that she stopped coming around because she thought we were talking about Trish too much. Speaking of which, he must be having internet.
And I'm
issues.
not going to name names, but I actually just got a comment from somebody who said they very much agree with me and have my back, which I thought was nice. And somebody I would have never expected to come talk to me and say that. And I'm not going to mention names because that wouldn't be right. Just like I wouldn't do it to you guys. So just think a little bit. Like even Robert now, he's not even talking to me. I would have had his back to the end. I don't get why now he won't even talk to me. So I guess it doesn't take much for someone to be on the shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just going to tell you, I take responsibility for everything that's been said because it is.
No, you don't have to. It's not just on you. It's not.
And I know, no, you're right. I should have said something or should have stuck up. But I am the kind of person that I don't know what to say or how to say it or be to, because to me it's like I'm just going to be absolutely honest with you. I could give a flip flying fuck what people thinks about me or says about me. Now I'm not saying if you do, that's a bad thing, okay? I'm not saying that,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not saying that you're wrong for feeling that way. Okay? I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying that, like, I don't really know what to say sometimes, because I'm just the kind of person, people say shit to me and I'm like, well, if you're just going to say shit like that, then I ain't, oh fucking well. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You're
with me, I spent too much of my life always. I never started to stick up for myself. When I first met Kim, I was a marshmallow. I didn't stick up. I went years not sticking up for myself because I literally was thrown down into the snow. I went to see a friend who I thought was a friend. Her and I had, we were kids. So, like, I mean, I'm not talking like as if we were adults here when I say this, but we were trading jewelry. We were kids. I think we were about 14, 15. And on my way out of her house, it was so weird. She just come running towards me. I turned my head. I'm like, oh, hey, what's wrong? She shoves me into the snow and kicks the shit out of me from head to toe. So from the time I was very little, for most of my life, I wouldn't stick up for myself. And it's only just been in the last few years, and mostly since I've been with Kim, that I started to. Because there's just too many times people lie right to your fucking face and they don't have your back. And Robert, I really hope you're listening, because I would have yours 100 fucking percent. So the fact you're not even talking to me right now, it really hurts. And I mean, if you don't want me around anymore, that's fine. I understand. Trust me, I will be okay. I have Kid, I have Kim. They say as long as you have one good person in your life, you don't have to give a fuck about the rest. And that's exactly what I will do. Because honestly, I've never shown you guys anything but love ever since we got back together. Even though I was really hurt, I would have fucking told off anybody and asked Kim because I've done it on her behalf before too, and she's done it on mine. We have each other's backs to the end, and that's the only reason why we've made it together. Because we do. We don't let people get involved and tear us apart like that. It should be the same thing in your family cliques. And my mom always taught me that about loyalty. Let me tell you, do you know my mother went to her grave? One of the last things I heard my mother say was, "I'm so sorry, Cindy. I hate Nick so bad." Kim doesn't even know that. And then having my own mother thinking, I can't believe I'm even saying any of this shit to have to prove myself. My mother was always religious. But when she got really sick, she was constantly praying because she thought God would punish her for being gay. And me having to try to tell her, "Mom, God's not going to punish you with what a good job you did for me and with me. He's not going to do that. You raised me on pennies. You did your absolute best and killed yourself. He's not going to punish you for that." So somebody like her, think about it. Really think about it at times like that. If you love somebody and you've got that person's respect, which, Bill, I'm going to tell you something. It was amazing that you earned Kim's respect. Because Kim is very hard to get through to. And she'll admit it, because otherwise she knows I'll be pissed. She's hard to get through to. She don't trust nobody.
I don't like people.
And I was even, I don't like people.
And I
really had to fight her to try to be friends with you because, Bill, I've always adored you and Robert. You and Robert, you were my main two because you felt like real brothers to me.
And she's not lying about that. After I saw that comment on that YouTube video, we literally got into an argument about it. Because I was absolutely not. I don't want to talk to him. I don't give a shit. Not happening. Not coming in the stream. Not happening. And I literally said to her, anybody that can talk to you that way, I have no use for them.
My mom was always so like, yes, you can admit when you're wrong, but I'll tell you what, when it comes to family or people that you love that much, you always, she would so get mad if the loyalty wasn't there. I think that's where I got it. I really do. And that's why I was so pissed with the other one who shall not be named now, but because I was literally that shocked. And having that whole loyalty thing bred in me, it's just a natural human thing that there's going to be an inner circle. And it feels like she figures I wasn't in it and she was trying to push us out. And it's not really fair because I was there longer than her even. And it's not even about a standing or anything like that. It just common sense says you don't be that rude. You know, you see people in chats in Yahoos and Facebooks and or Yahoos. Where the fuck did I get Yahoo all of a
Yahoo
sudden?
chat still exists.
The email
Wow, I have no fucking clue.
I know the email still exists because I have one, and I use it on a regular basis. But I don't know if like the chats and stuff do and stuff like that. I have no idea.
But you see all these Yahoo chats in places where people are talking, and most people will kick somebody out for less than how she was acting. You know? It's just about being kind. You can have a fucking debate without being rude.
Yep.
Maybe it's
Like
the
you could
correctional
tell she was
officer thing.
trying to push buttons. What's that?
Maybe it's because Bill and I have both been correctional officers. We have a little bit of an easier time just letting things roll off
Well,
and
I
not
was
paying
starting
attention
to
to
be
what
that
people
way,
say.
but I know, and I had gotten really good about doing that. But this year has really kicked me in the teeth. So
This
I'm
year,
really soft right now, and you know that.
Bill,
think-
for the record, I want to tell you that even though I said that to her prior to us coming into the stream, I don't feel that way anymore.
okay.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to explain that, it took a bit of doing because, like it just hurt her to find out that it happened for me and and now my mom, she feels like she has this thing, like there's like this, okay, well, I have to do my job and protect you for your mom. Your mom would want me to protect you. So, but no, I mean, she wouldn't even be here if she hadn't have clicked with you. Like, she really likes you a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm really thankful for that because it made me smile. Because now she gets it, like, we really are like brother and sister, and I really do take you like that. And it means a lot to me because I have no family left.
I know you
I'm
do.
not
So when I
trying
get
to.
to talk to you, it means a lot to me because you're my brother and you are my family, and I do adore you.
I'm not trying
I know you do.
to interrupt you, but you're gonna start getting counted in 7 minutes, and you need
I
to
know.
calm down before you're set.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I am totally sorry that things went the way that it was, and
No.
I feel because you're right. It is my strength. Okay. And I should stand up for people better than what I do. But like I'll agree with Kim, like when Kim says, I guess it's the correctional officer part in me and the life that I've lived and the things that I've been through. It's it's made me like I tell people sometimes, and I don't mean this to be funny, but sometimes I really think I'm cold inside because I just don't give a fuck. I have a
Yeah.
few net people that I give a shit about, and that is it. Fuck the world.
I see
Okay?
a lot of the same things in you and Kim. You
You
guys are
know?
like the male and female counterparts of each other.
It's true.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. My ex, right? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna take some heat for this. Yes, I'll admit there were times that I let her down, and I know that, and I'm not ashamed to say it. And there were the times that they were things that I've said to other people that probably shouldn't have been said, but I'm a human being, okay?
Yep.
And I take my lumps like everybody else, okay? And I wish I could sit here and say that everything happened between us was her fault because I know good and damn well that it wasn't. Okay? But I have done everything I can to be nice to her, to help her if she's needed something. And she won't even talk to me. She won't answer an email. She won't answer text. She won't answer a fucking phone call. I've even written her letters 3 or 4 fucking times, no response or anything. So you know what? I'm gonna say this: if she went and fucking jumped off a fucking bridge tomorrow, I don't think I'd give a fuck.
Yep. I get that.
But I still have this place in my heart that loves her. That's just like my first ex, the love of my life, my soulmate. I still today, that poem that I wrote earlier was about her.
I knew it was about her. I didn't want to say anything but I knew that. Yeah.
Okay. But there's a part of me that's like, everything that happens to her in her life that's not good, I'm sitting there like, maybe the fuck you deserve it. You know? And I shouldn't feel that way, but I do. But deep down inside, I knew tomorrow she called me and said, hey, I need $1,000, I'd give it to her.
I know you would.
I
I knew that right away.
and
That poem, like it did cut because I was like, oh wow, because I knew it was about her,
and
and I felt bad for you.
And I took so much shit from my second ex, you know, or being around her family all the time and just fucking taking shit after shit after shit. And I think that's kind of what's made me even more now, to the point to where I just, like, I say and do shit sometimes that I'm just like, I just don't give a fuck. My mouth opens and I'm like, okay, I'm going to say it. And I know, and I'll be the first one to know that I hurt feelings and I make people mad and stuff like that. Truth to be told, I don't want to do that. But sometimes I do it because I know that's what it's going to do. And I know I'm going to touch a chord sometimes. And I don't mean to be that all the time with everybody. But it's the way I'm wired now. It's like I took and reprogrammed myself. And I'm like, okay, I have a button and it's stuck. And the more you push it, just the more it down. You know what I'm saying? It's like it won't release itself. And I don't mean to be mean or rude or hateful to anybody, truthfully. But it's just it's so into me that it's just like I said, when I was a correctional officer, man, I went in there every day and I was like, fuck it. If I gotta fight to die, I'm gonna fight to die. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Uh-oh.
You better go if you gotta go.
No, it's not about that. I crashed.
Oh, that's
and I didn't even notice. Oh, wow.
I wasn't looking at it. Oh, you're not offline. That's why I didn't notice.
I got a feeling it's because of both. I was on StreamYard. Hold. Well, no, because my camera's not on. So why did freaking. What the hell? Oh, God. Oh, God. 9:58. Shit. Oh, my God. They probably thought I'm not showing back up.
We're dropping Bill.
What's that?
Tell the DJ I'm on my way.
We're gonna drop. It was good to see you.
Yep, you too. All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, Huggies.
Huggy, love you.
And I talked to Robert. Thank God he's talking to me.
Okay.
All right, Huggies.
All right. Huggy's back. All righty, guys. Well, I'm going to end this streamo tonight. Love all y'all. And so y'all take care. Have a good night. And if you're aware that they're going to get snow, be careful. Okay. And that's all I really got to say. So everybody take it easy. Bye.